friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life. I have my second half of April flip through for you in my Fauxbonichi or my daily creative art journal, just whatever we're gonna call it. It's a big mess is what it is. I have a little heart here that I need to re-glue. So this is the book I'm working in. It is a Pin and Gear from Walmart. This is all of April so far. I am going to try to get May in here also. And I have gone in and ripped out, I think I showed you. If I haven't, it has multiple signatures. Okay. And I went into each one of the signatures. Can you see? Let me see if I can get you. See if I can get my camera on that a little bit better. See the signatures? So I went into each one and I ripped out like 3 of the middle pages, but you can also tell this is getting pretty thick. All right, let's see if I can get you through this. We have already done the first half of the month, so you can go back in a video or two and watch that. That was the flip through there. So this is where we left off, which was halfway through April. Okay, so the next day is the 16th. This was Thursday. I have a process video of this page, I'm pretty sure, or part of it. It wasn't finished, but I didn't have too much to write, obviously, and I'm okay with that. And, you know, sometimes I just write on stickers and whatnot and leave more of the page blank. This is from an old piece of scrapbook paper that had this design. I obviously just punched them out and, you know, kind of glued them on there for that. And then this was like a stamp of like lines. And if you watch the process video, you can tell like I stamp right over her head. It's like really fun. You can see the line here. So high quality. So basically just, this is a Thursday. So that it's a work day for me. I am working from home. Make sure I have you guys there. And then I went to our little market in town and after my appointment, and then they had lemon trees. And so I bought a lemon tree and I'm going to try my best to grow a lemon tree up here in the Pacific Northwest. I am originally from Southern California, and I honestly don't remember a time when we didn't have a lemon tree, like plenty of lemons. And so, and all sorts of other, you know, fruits and whatnot down there. So I'm going to try and grow it up here. He gave me some tips, so I'm going to give it a go. So, all right, this is the next day. This is Friday. This pocket that you see here is packaging. I got a, I ordered a tank online, and it came in this really fun pink package. It's really cool. I put a taco there because the tank I bought has a taco on it, and it's for the gym. Anyway, but it came in this pineapple, beautiful plastic envelope, and I just love it. So I put that on there. Up here, I put some stickers, and I just, you know, kind of just wrote about the day. I just said, took the boy in this morning to drop off his car. Yes, another car in the shop. It's all of ours, right? We stopped at Jack in the Box afterwards. We had a great visit, and we sat in the back of the car because you can't go into the restaurants and sit, obviously. And so I didn't want to sit in my new car and eat food. And so we like opened up the top, you know, or the back, and just sat and kind of had this, just a great visit. It's just, you know, a little bit of quality time. And then I drove the boy to work on his boat. He's almost done. And I got gas for the first time. And I had to read the manual, you guys, on how to open this stupid gas thing. It was so lame. I was like laughing at myself at the gas station. And had to register my daughter for soccer tryouts today, which is silliness because like they're not playing, they're not trying out, I don't know what, but we still have to register so they can know who's interested in the team when it does get back up and going. And it's just kind of crazy. So in here I put my workout, and I just made this from a Project Life card, and just I went for a run. I got an extra mile in tonight, so I got 5 miles on. I took some advice from a friend of my husband's, and he's an avid runner, so felt kind of good about that. I'm going to go ahead and sit here. All right, let's see. The next day is Saturday the 18th. I have my tea here, which is this fun lifted cup. I don't know if you've ever heard of that brand, but I really like it. And salted caramel, so a little bit of a treat. These are the daily things from Mantra magazine. And so sometimes I'll just post them in. It was like 30 things you can do to, better your well-being or whatever. And so I just cut them apart and use them on whatever day it applies to. And working on like refinancing our house. I ran by our neighbors and helped, and then I picked up a car, laundry, just to do stuff, right? So dishwasher, clothes washer. I said one of them's always running and sometimes both. So woke to heavy rain. And so this was when I was making this process, it was of these pages. So you can go back and see a little bit more detail. I cut apart, I had an art picture and it had rain on it. So I cut apart the rain and kind of put them in here to kind of document that. All right, the next page is Sunday the 19th. I put the big zoom on here. This is the problem I have when I pre-decorate, right? And I tell myself and I say it to you, like, I'm not going to pre-decorate anymore. But unless it's generic, right? So this like thing was an extra piece I had, so I just put it up there. And but anyway, I put the zoom here because I was supposed to have two major zoom things. And so anyway, it didn't end out that way. But the first one was a zoom, and this is my book club. And from my Hollis Rise conference that I went to last year with Rachel and Dave Hollis. And we're reading his book right now in our book club. And he agreed to come on live with us and Zoom for our book club. It was so cool. It was like we were just chatting. Like, it was so cool. There's me in the corner. And I just took a screenshot, obviously, of my screen. And like, how cool is that? I don't know. It was just fun. So one of the benefits, obviously, of this quarantine, if you will, the stay at home, is we're learning new ways to communicate. And I just thought that is so cool. But it's super cool that an author would come on and talk to a book club, group of people that went to their conference. I thought that was cool. The reason I put Zoom here, well, and that goes to the elephant. And then I have the sticker that says, I like big books and I cannot lie. So I put those there. I put the Zoom here because we were supposed to have a big family Zoom meeting with my parents and everything, but it just didn't end up happening. My kids got home late. It was the first day they could launch the boat, so they were out on the water till late. And we ended up not calling. We ended up just having a phone call, but it was really great to talk to them and whatnot, but we didn't Zoom. But so, and then I found this quote. It says, all times are beautiful for those who maintain joy within them. And that's just, it just spoke to my heart kind of this day, because we're in the middle of this stay at home thing, and it's hard not being able to see family or friends or just do our daily life. I'm focusing on maintaining joy throughout this and finding ways to do that. All right. The next day is Monday. I did not finish journaling. I will go back and finish journaling. The glue is not sticking on that. I went to Harbor Greens again, and they had all their plants on sale. So these are the plants I bought actually this day when I bought the lemon tree, but I planted them all this day. So I want to document that. I put them all in pots. They're all out on the deck. Let's see, this is Monday the 20th. I can say now it's the first-ish week of May, and they're all still alive and like really happy. It's really, it's very sweet. So I had a appointment at the chiropractor and PT this morning. And then afterwards I went and did our market shopping. And then he made the fresh sushi. I know we don't normally buy sushi from the grocery store, but it is pretty good. So I got two things of it and brought it home, and my son and I had it for lunch. If you want to be happy, be. I'm just really trying to focus on, again, what can I control? And my emotions is definitely one of them. And so, and my thoughts, right? And so this is the quote that kind of stood out for me that day. So I'll go back and finish this, but I mean, I know what happened that day, and I just have to go in and write it down. These, again, are like the plastic, right? That, the thing that goes in the side that tells you it needs sun or not or whatever. I just cut out the picture of each of them and put some glue on it, and it obviously needs more glue, but that's what those are. All right. Oh my gosh, where to start? So this was so sweet. This day, gosh, okay. So woke up this morning, my friend lives where she has beachfront property, and she offered to go get us some fresh oysters off of her beach and not only give them to us because they're normally very expensive, she brought them to our house and like left them out on the front porch with a little thing of flowers. It was so sweet, and a really sweet card. It's so funny. It says the creator of Spanx is a billionaire, and then like on the inside is her note, obviously, and then my note like about it. But the inside of the card is like, of course they are, because bacon and pizza is delicious or something like that. It's just funny. So I just thought it was sweet. And she just wrote a nice little note in there about like, you know, trying to bring joy, right? Trying to do what she can to bring joy. And so I just thought that is so sweet. So I took a screenshot of my girlfriend, Kirsten. She does daily window art, and she has practiced her watercoloring for like a year now or whatever. That's a skill she's like trying to learn. And then every day she posts it on the internet, but then she also puts it up in her window, because where we're from in Southern California, like, you know, there's neighborhoods and everybody, you know, that lots of people can drive by and see your window, I guess is my point. Where I live now, no one would see my window. So anyway, I loved this one. I thought it was beautiful and also just powerful, and again, just speaking to my heart. So I took a screenshot of it and kept it there for the day. So I loved that. That's obviously a picture of the oysters that we had that night. That's, I mean, just some of them, but another little quote from the mantra. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. So I listed my first item today to sell on Mercari or whatever. I don't know how to say it. I go through this every time with you guys. As I'm cleaning out my craft room, as I'm cleaning out stuff, and I often buy things, you know, on those sites, like used planners or whatever. That's how I got my Hobonichi last year when I wanted to try it. So I thought, if I'm not going to use it, I'm going to try and sell it. So I listed my first item, and it sold. So, I mean, that was kind of fun. So I'm glad I did that. Here's a card about my boy, Wipeout number 2. If you were here for the first half of the month, somewhere back here, he had Wipeout number 1. It was before this, but here's a picture. Oh, you can't really see it. He is all banged up. Anyway, Wipeout number 2, he was skateboarding again and fell. And my husband called and said he has fallen pretty badly. He drove himself home, but can you stop and get an arm sling? So I literally, I'm on the freeway. I'm like, pull over to Target, grab the arm sling. And he didn't want to go to the doctor that night, and so didn't. But so this is just a note about that. And then, so proud of my daughter. She's been working every single day, and went to dinner with her friend, and then, or at her friend's house. And then my husband's just super stressed at work. It's super hard times, and he's just in the middle of it. So it's weighing on his heart, obviously, a little bit. So, and again, these are just Project Life cards that I have, and you could do any sort of card stock or whatever. I just folded that one because I kind of like it on the outside. I made some tabs with my punch and just used this wrapping, you know, to make a pocket. This got wet, but this is a sticker with beautiful calligraphy on it from Lynn Plans. And so I had bought a set that I'm not using on my dailies in my Hobonichi, and so I just used them in here. All right, the next day is the 22nd. Here is my gum wrapper for the day, the blue. Again, this is from Lynn Plans. I'll see if I can remember to link her below. She sells beautiful, she has videos on YouTube, but she sells beautiful, beautiful stickers for planners. This was Earth Day. Took my son to the doctor. His collarbone is broken, and he needs to heal it and start rehab. So I had phone sessions with my clients. Oh, there's a little picture of a mouse. We found a dead mouse in our kitchen in the trap. And when I say mouse, I mean like little tiny field mouse thing. I don't know. But we had thought we had seen, I don't even remember why, but my husband at one point had said, oh no, we're going to get some traps. And so, sure enough, they're not the kind of traps that like they eat the food and leave and die. It was like in the trap in the kitchen. So that all had to be sterilized and cleaned out. And it was just in a drawer underneath some stuff. But anyway, I felt bad for the little mouse, but he can't live in my kitchen. So the lady at the doctor's office had the prettiest nails. And so she's like, oh, I can't get my nails done. I got them next door at Rite Aid or whatever. And so when we went to pick up my my son's meds, I went and got them. These are actually them. They look horrible. They were super long and I had to cut them because super long nails is not my jam, but I couldn't take, anyway. So, I said it's raining today. It's so good for the planet. I miss the sun and the ocean and the beach and all that. But I felt like this picture, busy doing nothing. This is from like one of the magazines, Real Simple or something like that. I've had it for a very long time, but I felt like it just kind of represented where we're at right now. Like we're at home, right? But we're trying to like still grow and flourish and do whatever. And while we are at home sheltering, the earth, oh my gosh, you guys, the earth is so happy with us right now. The rivers and the waters and just, it's, I don't know, the earth is very, very happy. So I just loved that. We didn't do anything to celebrate Earth Day. We have in the past, and other, some years we do, some years we don't. But all right, this is Thursday the 23rd. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, this page, when I posted it, got so many like comments like, oh, I love your sketch, I love your art, I love this thing. And I'm like, it's a magazine picture. So and then someone else posted they had the same picture. It's not from a recent one, but it's from a one I had a while ago, and I don't remember if it was Mantra magazine or Real Simple or whatever, but I had cut it out and then I just used it to kind of do my journaling. So I just put my new normal work day is all on the computer now, obviously. So so we've settled into our new normal. I work from home. My daughter's babysitting every day. The boy is now at home and healing. And my poor husband's having horrible days at work. They had to let almost everyone go today, and my heart hurts for all the families and this stupid virus. That's not like why he had to lay people off, but it's a big part of like them not being able to I don't know. It's hard. His job, this is not the reason, but I know other people, that's the reason, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, this was just a contract negotiation thing. So, but it's really, really stressful for him. And I have this little coffee sticker. This is paper that I just love. I had sent some in a Happy Mail, and it is actually drawer liner. And so it smells really good, but I loved the print. And so I bought it, and it came like, in a roll or rolled up, but it was like 7 separate sheets or something. And so I just love that. And then I filmed and edited a video in my junk journal, and I'm determined to get better and increase my skills. Being online for work is also a new world and providing daily learning opportunities. This is my reframe. Okay, daily learning opportunities. Because otherwise I would say that it's very frustrating. But I'm reframing them as learning opportunities, and I put hashtag growth and then this little butterfly. This is from a Dollar Tree sticker pack. All right, the next day is Friday. I was playing a little bit with my watercolors. I don't ever like write with my watercolors, like and I watch My Life Mitts, who I just love, and she often like does her titles and stuff with her paintbrush or her paint like, oh, excuse my reach, like this, right? And so I was like, I'm gonna just try writing. And so I did it on separate sheets. These are my old Fauxbonichi pages that I didn't use last year. And so I often play with them with my watercolors. And so I just tried writing out some words and stuff. So, and then here I was trying out like my handwriting script, I guess, with different pens. And so trying to practice that a little bit. Again, on that Fauxbonichi paper, just practice separately, rip it up and put it in here. So this is just a snippet here of like a collage. I just ripped it off and made a border. This is obviously from a magazine. I put the boy is healing. He's still not doing anything. I really honor how well he does when it's time to heal. He's very good at that. My daughter was babysitting, and I'm just so proud of her. She's like working Monday through Friday. It's insane. So I went to the acupuncturist today, which super excited about. And then I just had this picture from probably one of the mantras or something like that. And she's holding candles. And I just kind of, that's where I pulled this word search from, is just I'm searching for the best way to heal my body and really sit in wellness on many levels. And so I'm doing whatever it takes to heal the shoulder still. It's been like 6 months. And so anyway, that's where we're at with that, and just really trying to avoid surgery. So if the surgeon says try acupuncture, I am now trying acupuncture. So I really liked her. I've done acupuncture before, but we're now addressing my shoulder. And this was a new acupuncturist. I haven't done it since we moved to Washington. I put stay at home is still in place. Some states are talking about opening some things today, and I have mixed emotions about that. I just don't know. I don't know the answers. I don't pretend I know the answers. I'm all about wearing a face mask. I don't know if we need to be shut down to the extent we are. I think it's going to be devastating to our economy. I think it's going to be devastating to a lot of things. I don't know the answers, and I just put I don't know, so that causes me a little bit of anxiety. This washi tape, I was going through my washies and trying to clean up and put stuff away and get rid of stuff I don't want. And I found this washi that I'd gotten at the Dollar Tree. And isn't it cute? It's like all these little houses. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect for right now. And so I put a little snippet here, and then that's what I put on my planner for that week. I used that in decorating. This is washi tape. This number is from Love Lynn's Life. And I am one of her Patreons. And so that was one of the printables. And this was like, just so you guys know, like this was a printable for like December. All the dates were like red and green. And I think she did like a red and green sheet and then like a blue sheet or something. Anyway, but I still use them on I mean, they're not like just 1 month particular, applicable. So you could use them for any month. So I really like that. Okay, so this is the next day, obviously the 25th. So see, there's the red and the green. Really, Allison? There's the green and then there's the red. All right, I had this card. This was a cutout from like a scrapbooking pad that I had, and I just thought it was funny. This is me trying out my, watercolor and then writing on it a little bit. And it just says, I'm cool on the internet. I put not really. I said, I'm trying to learn new skills during this in this stay-at-home pandemic. And so I learned how to add a title and some music to my video. So I put baby steps. So tonight we had the bake-at-home pizza. And, and my daughter ate at Max's house. I've told you that before. We live in a very remote place. And so she has 2 friends. There's 3 of them total. And the 3 parents have decided that the 3 of them can visit or whatever, because it's just crazy. I don't know the answer. So don't yell at me. That's just what we do in our parenting, and they don't go anywhere. So anyway, this was a cutout from scrapbooking paper, motivated by caffeine. And I just put, I love my morning coffee, and I enjoyed my run today out in this beautiful spring day. Today it like popped. This picture does not do it justice. All of our cherry blossom trees like popped. It was just beautiful. So I got my new stickers that I ordered from Etsy that I put on my water bottle. And so there's like, I just tried to draw a picture of that. And then this was the store that I ordered from, Cupcake Jane. She did a custom sticker for me. And then we turned in our mortgage paper today, and I put eek, kind of scary. So, and then here's that washi tape again. And then I tried to make a little house. This is like a paper pieced house. So like I cut out little pieces and made a little house there. All right. So the next day, again, from Loveland's Life. And, today was Buddy's birthday. He's 15. So, there's my husband. Gosh. So if you're new here, welcome, by the way. If you've been here for a while, in January, I started off with the goal of the 2020 for January, and that's running or covering 2,020 miles in the year 2020. And so, no, Is that right? 2020. Anyway, I can't even think right now. It doesn't matter. My husband is still doing it. He's halfway there. So, I gave up on it a while ago, although I got a lot of miles in last month. But anyway, he just amazes me. So he often sends me pictures like halfway through his walk, because he'll be gone for hours sometimes. Like some days he walks like 10 miles, 12 miles. So anyway, I love listening to my two teens giggle and play together. They're playing video games. The video games are making a comeback, and I'm okay with that. I love them. They were playing like Madden or whatever downstairs. And, I love having, I love that they have this time. If we're going to have this time and they don't have school, and I mean, they have school, but not in the same way. I just love that they love each other and that they can giggle and play and have stress-free time. You know, if there's any positive to this, it is that. So, and then, my daughter talked to her new coach today. It's a big change. And so it's hard because like she gets a new coach, but she can't go practice yet. Right. I mean, like, so there's like this weird holding space for anxiety. So, they're just hoping to be back on the pitch soon, obviously, but she got her new practice thing she has to do, and her new, you know, all of that. So, and then we celebrated Buddy Boy. There's Buddy Boy. He's 15. He's my old man. We adopted him when he was almost 2. And he's been such a good pup. So we made him pup cakes out of like peanut butter, pumpkin, some other recipe I found. And then we topped it with like canned dog food and kibble. I should have taken a better picture of it. It was really cute. So he ate like one, and then we delivered him to the neighborhood dogs, his little friends. So anyway, I put enjoy life, eat the cupcakes. So, and then, so this is scrapbook paper behind it, this brown, it was like birthday paper. And then I just ripped it and like glued it onto my page to get that background that way. All right, Monday the 27th, moving on. I just put some washi tape there. And then this is a sticker from Lynn Plans. Again, she sells like a whole sheet of just days. And so I bought those. And so I really like that. I made numbers. Again, I'm just playing. These are watercolor hearts that I was just playing with here. So I went to the chiropractor and physical therapy because it's a Monday. And I had a great visit, and objective measurements show some improvement. And I put, I'm awesome. Because, you know, I need that like, again, objective measurement, right? Because there's definitely days I feel better, and there's definitely days I don't. And I'm frustrated overall with, you know, it's been like 6 months and I can't do what I was doing 6 months ago when I injured my shoulder. And so I could easily kind of get in the headspace of, you know, I'm not getting better. But when you have some like objective measurements, then you can't. So I'm happy with like my work that I'm doing there. Okay. Then I went to the market. I put no crisis. There's plenty of food. Most of the people were in masks. I bought a pre-made meatloaf. I am like there are days I'm in it. Like, let's cook, let's get the recipes, let's make the list. And then there's days I'm like, oh, pre-made meatloaf. Let's buy that. My husband likes meatloaf, and my husband and son did not like it as much as the homemade meatloaf, but it did in a pinch. And then my daughter went to the beach with her friends. They sit like in the back of their cars like this, like they all park and then sit in the back of their cars. And you're going to think I'm nuts. She came up to me afterwards and she's like, Mom, guess what happened? This guy came up and wanted to take our pictures. And I'm like, and you said no, right? She's like, no, we said yes. I'm like, oh my God. And so I put, oh my gosh. I said, crazy story, photographer asked to take her pictures. Oh, I didn't put it. Oh yeah, right here. I said, we won't be on Oprah. So have you guys ever seen that Oprah show where, you know, she has all the moms and they're like, they would never get in the van with the crazy person. They would never, right? And then they film their kid at the park and the guy's like, hey, little girl, you want an ice cream? Or hey, little girl, you want a puppy? Come get in my car. And they all go, right? And the moms are all crying. So that was me this night because I was like, you know better not to go with some guy and let him take your pictures. But she was with her friends and they, obviously stayed like in their cars or whatever, but they like looked him up on Instagram. He's a local photographer. He has like a web page. He's here where we live. And there was lots of people on there that he had photographed like for senior pictures and just everything. He was trying to kind of document this time. So anyway, I was just cracking up because I was like, no, you don't do that. But anyway, she like didn't give him any of her information or anything. And then he posted on his website and like all the kids' pictures and stuff. So anyway, it was just funny, but I was like, oh, mom fail, mom fail. So anyway, this day I put together 2 Happy Meals for 49 Dragonflies. She is doing a stay-at-home collaging challenge this month, which is super fun. And so you pick any 5 items, you mail them to that person, and that person has to make a page out of them or make something out of them. And so I put together 2 envelopes with 5 items in it, and then I got a request for a 3rd one, and so I got another request, so I will send 1 more. And so what fun! I already got 1, and I know 2 of my people already got mine, and 1 person's already made their page with it. And I already got mine. I already made my page with 1. And so I'm waiting. I hope I get the other 2 also. But super fun. I just thought again, a little bit of a creative prompt, right? Or a little bit of a challenge. Like if they send you 5 things and you're like, oh, I have to make something out of that. It pushes you, right, to use those items, which I maybe 1 wouldn't have used or 2 don't have. And so it's an opportunity. I know mine. I got some really pretty punches. I'll show you really quickly because here's my page right here. Oops. Let me see if I can access it really quickly for you. Look at. Can you see that? See these? This was a little doily and then a little like this punch that she made. Like I don't have that. Well, I might, to be honest, gosh knows. I have a Cricut and stuff, but I never use it. And then this really pretty stamped bird that she like colored. And so I don't know. I just thought it was really fun. So that created a page that I wouldn't have created. So that was fun. That was fun for that day. All right, moving on, the 28th, I just put some background colors on here. These are like those dabble things. These distress inks, distress stains. I think Lynn uses these also at Love Lynn's Life. I'm not too sure if these are the ones, but something similar. And they're just dabbers, right? And so you can just dab them on your page. They're super easy to use. And so I just put some there and made some dots this way with them. Not too much going on today, obviously. And this was like a prompt like strip from a workbook, and it said, I am. And I put sitting in awareness today of how blessed we are. We are safe and we are healthy and we live in a safe place and all of our stressors are manageable. So this is me consciously working on reframing some of those thoughts, right? This is me doing my work with my clients today, really focusing on what we can control and what we have control over, right? And my thoughts are one of them. And so as stressed or anxious as I get or worried about all the things over here, I can't control any of those. And so I need to focus on what is manageable for me and our stressors. So I'm working on that. And then again, I just put, my husband's under amazing pressure at work. He's handling it okay. My heart hurts for him. I'm grateful he's such an amazing provider. This is this little cutout here is from Lynn. This is one of her collage sheets. I was inspired by her a long time ago and made some of these myself. I didn't know she offered them on her printables when I first saw them online. I made something similar. Anyway, and then this is one of her words. This was from one of the magazines, probably Mandala, working on conscious awareness on balance. So I just kind of said restoring balance in our daily rhythms and really working on all of these things every single day, getting back in a rhythm. Like this crazy Corona vacation thing is over. Like I'm setting the alarm, I'm going to bed, I'm getting my sleep, I'm getting my workouts, I'm getting my stuff done because I was feeling kind of out of balance. So consciously sitting in this energy now. I put my boys surfing on the couch and doing homework assignments. I know this is hard. So still trying to maintain, academic stuff and doing it with one arm, doing it with a giant sling on his arm. This page is not done. So I have to go back and finish it. Obviously, I glued in this piece of paper. I'm going to write here about his consult with the surgeon is what we did here. And so I want to write about that. And I put this here because one, affirmations, right? Instead of I'm going to be, you always want to say I am, but I am organized and self-disciplined. This again is working. I'm working on my balance, right? And I'm working on cleaning out my craft room. I'm working on cleaning out other closets. And so that will go here, and then whatever other notes. And then Wednesday we put out the trash because it comes on Thursday. So I gave myself an award because I put out the trash. So, but that's like what the background looks like before. Obviously it's just plain white, and then I just make the background, and then I'll add my journaling. All right, this was the end of the month, you guys, the 30th. I put some gold stars here. I did the thing. My goal this month from our gym, they set out a challenge of different tiers, right, of running. And so you chose the tier you wanted to strive for. And I did it. So my goal was the 80 miles, and I got, you can't see it, it's 80.5. Like on the last day of the month, I came up with 80.5. So, and this is like a stamp, I think from Stampin' Up. I could be wrong. It just says she believes she could in a flying pig. That's so perfect. So, oh yeah, so here I put that Jane got my 5 items and already made her page. It's so dang cute. And I put the little snail because we snail mailed it, right? And then, so this was like, I cut that out. Obviously it was one strip, and then I just did it this way, and then I just did all my journaling. So I woke up, I went for my run before the day got a hold of me, and I finished my goal of 80 miles this month for the gym, for the marathon challenge. It feels good. I'm going to push myself through on other goals. So once you gain momentum, right, in one goal or doing something, it gives you momentum to do well in other things, right? So if you're disciplined in one area, your mind, body, whatever, it learns it can be disciplined in other areas. So once you have the momentum of that, so I'm saying like if I set this goal, then I can set another goal like for May, and I can reach that goal. So I'm waiting to see what the goals are for May. So I was waiting for them to issue their challenge, and they didn't issue it until the next day. And I was like, come on, what's it going to be? I took the boy to the surgeon today. Good news. The bones are healing in proper position, so he doesn't need surgery. Thank goodness. They want another x-ray in 2 weeks. And he started PT today. And he got his new shoulder bracelet, and it's one of those giant things that like holds his arm way out here and his shoulder in a certain position. And anyway, and then the boy and I went for Target for a cord for Saturday so I can watch my conference online. And my daughter had a shitty day at work, and my daughter worked and then had a team Zoom meeting for her new soccer team. So that was the end of the month. I did make a post here, similar to what I had done before. So, these are April's numbers from the last day of the month. I did put one at the beginning of the month. So there is the beginning of the month. Total cases 913, 116 total cases. And I don't know, right? I don't know. I don't know if this is accurate. I don't know if they're all COVID related, because there's all sorts of stuff out there. I have no idea. But this is just one way that I document what information I do have in my life right now. And this is one of the things that we check, is kind of this live tracker website, or if you will. So I just did some journaling here about it all, and businesses are closing. I don't know the answers. The numbers continue to grow. Tomorrow we'll find out if Arizona is going to make a decision, because our niece is supposed to be married at the end of the month in May, And now that we're in May, we already know the answer, but at this time we didn't know. So to counter this, to counter kind of this like, I did want to focus on something good as we close kind of the month. So I just found this card. I just put loving right now. And then this is like a punch out of a scrapbook paper that I made like a doily punch out of. And I just put, as we continue through these strange days, I'm consciously trying to focus on gratitude. I love having more time home and relaxed days and having everyone home for dinner every night. I love my kids are less stressed and not pushed. And I love that we are reaching out for more deliberate social contact or connection. So again, trying to find some of the positives. Obviously, there's a lot that is stressful or hard. And I just wanted to kind of end my month with some of the goodness that I am conscious that is happening out of this. So I made a little, I tried to make a little inchworm like Elizabeth makes. Mine don't turn out very cute. I have to watch her video again on how to make them. But anyway, this is material that I made some masks out of. And so I thought it was kind of a good way to kind of document. So, and then the next day is May 1st. So I will leave it here. That is the second half of April, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all of your creativity and sharing. I always enjoy watching what you guys are doing. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to come back and see some more. I'm really glad you guys were here. Thanks for everything. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Have a great day. Bye.